Hey guys, thank you for watching. This is Breaking Porque. It is my YouTube channel about houseplants and gardening here in the desert of Albuquerque, New Mexico. In today's video, I wanted to share with you my Begonia collection. Now, half of these I don't know the names of because they didn't come with tags that said anything other than Begonia or grown for foliage. So, these first three I bought in the outdoor garden section. This is the first one I got. You can see it has real nice little pink and yellow blooms on it. And then I got this other one, very similar flower. It's just a coral color, a little more red than pink. And then the last one is again similar, but with white flowers. So I'm thinking I might put all these together in a bigger pot just because it would look cool. I don't know the names of half of these, but I mean, if you do, you could always let me know. This one here is a Rex Begonia. It doesn't have a name, or didn't have a name when I bought it either, so I don't know what it is, but I do like the little bit of a curl it has there, like the snail begonias. I don't think that's what it is because, I mean, I don't know, I could be wrong. But to me, I haven't seen anything that looks like it online. There's this new leaf that really is throwing a curveball. It's coming out with some different variegation patterns on it. But what I do to keep my begonias maintaining their humidity, because I don't have a humidifier in my house, and I mean, I'm not going to do that. So I just clump them together. This one here is a trailing begonia called Begonia withlacoochee. I got it as a cutting, and you can see right here, these very light patches are new growth. So hopefully that'll take off soon. Furry leaves like most begonias. This one here is a red kiss, still blooming. Little tiny flower there. You can see the foliage does come out quite a bit darker and lightens up as it ages. Super easy keeper so far from what I've found. It grows really fast because it was about a third the size when I got it. This one here was a rehab. You can see I did go through and massacre the leaves. I chopped them all because it had some, and there's a little remnant there. I don't know if you can see that. But it had some spots where it dried out, or it looked like it dried out in the store. And then they top watered it, so it was like the leaves were rotting while still on the plant. So I just chopped them back to where none of that was on there, because the leaves are what produces energy and helps the plant grow. So the more it has, the better chances the plant has too. And then I thought these were starting to be little blooms, but if you look closely, especially at the back, it's just new leaves. I've never had a cane type begonia before, so definitely new to me. I got excited that they were blooms, but I'm even more excited that they're leaves, because then I can chop off these ugly ones. Now, the last begonia I have is this one here. You can see it does have some pretty crazy leaves, almost like a star shape. It has variegation on all of them, just to varying degrees. Now, when I got this one, this is a Rhizomous Begonia, meaning it spreads by these thick tubers here, or rhizomes, that go just below the soil surface, and wherever they are close enough to the surface, they throw out branches or stems. You can see it does have fuzzy stems on them, and red, and also that nice red maroon back color. So really beautiful begonia. I don't know the name. Again, the guy who sold it to me said it was a palm begonia, but I looked it up and it's not. So the closest thing I found to it was something that grows wild along streams and rivers of Mexico, I think it said, but I can't remember the name. Yeah, that's about it for my begonias. They do take a little bit more water than other plants. I have to water these, I'd say, probably every 5 days, and the other ones go anywhere from 5 to 9 days depending on what it is. Some things like to dry out more than others. So a watering schedule is nice to remind you to check, but it's not necessarily when to water. That's the biggest issue I think people have. And this one here I did pull out of the pot because I want to take a little piece off. It's growing pretty nicely and my niece has been wanting a plant. You can see how these stalks over here have multiplied. So I'm going to see if I could just take it with the scissors and push between a set of stalks. And use scissors like you're supposed to. Just chop through it. And once you get it divided on the top, you just grab the leaves that you took off and try to get them untangled. Easier said than done, right? Okay. And you see we have this. It does have some roots. There's a few stalks coming up. So that's a nice little plant to begin with. Now this you can throw in water and get those roots to grow a little more. Or you could just pot it directly up. Now this one here, I did kind of loosen this leaf, but as soon as I pot it back up, it'll be fine. So just put this back in the pot you pulled it out of. You can see they do have real fine roots, and it takes forever for them to be root bound. So if you're not repotting your begonias, you're probably doing something right. Now make sure you do go through and refill this pot and water it, since you did cause some trauma to both the crown and the roots of this plant. It might show a little bit of drooping, especially for like a week or two, but since it is such a healthy full plant, it should rebound in no time. Just remember, since you did put it through a little bit of stress, baby it a little if you can. I'm not talking like put it next to your bed and check on it 3 times a day, but at least once a day. Make sure it's not flopped over. If it is, throw it a little extra water. I would suggest keeping it further from the window than you had it before, because it doesn't have the same root structure it did before. So that's about it. Like I said, easy, cheap way to multiply your plants. I got this one here. Still don't know what it's called, but hey, I got 2 now. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching and have a great day.